For hundreds of years, we've seen the Hudson Valley as one that attracts artists with inspiration from its natural beauty. I think the Western Catskills is no exception. Cass Art Center was originally a seasonal movie theater from the 1920s to 70s. Had a few different iterations, and Cass moved here in 2007. Livingston Manor has attracted so many creatives in a variety of fields because there is this vibrant community.
Livingston Manor, where is that? Is that near Hudson? That's near Hudson, isn't it? I think people were impressed. I realized, oh, there's a little art community. It was safe, it was small, it was something that was growing.
It reminds me of Soho, downtown New York, when I first moved there in the 1980s. It's an active community. I have more studio visits up here than I do in New York anymore.
Some of the artists that we've exhibited in the past 2 years have shown at the Whitney, the Guggenheim. They are in the collection of MoMA, the Metropolitan Museum of Art. These are celebrated and lauded artists.
That's always an artist's dream, to have a space that inspires a body of work. And having that, I decided to actually make the work for those walls.
The show had a long table. I think it was like 22 feet long. And just to have the confidence, this was huge, of not filling the space with a lot of stuff.
To really see people in a way that they probably only see themselves in the mirror. And it's fascinating, you know, so you can see a lot in somebody's face when you really look.
Thinking about the life of a tree and the way we use wood, the way we clear it, prune it, the way it heals, it's really remarkable to see how a tree, once it's pruned, will heal over, just like we heal very quickly. So that became something that I think about often. You bring that back into your studio. So while my exhibition was up, the Cass kids came to the exhibition, and I came in one day to spend some time with them.
Cass Kids is our completely free drop-in arts education program that takes place during the spring and summer months.
Remember a little boy working on a bird and saying, "This bird's gonna fly," and it, you know, just chanting. There's this opportunity of watching this visual, conceptual, physiological, neurological growth happen in teaching art.
It's really interesting to see young people now being attracted to this area.
I think as a choreographer, I don't need much. I just need talented dancers, and I also need time and space. And so the residency was both time to rehearse, but I also had opportunities to perform both in the gallery and for the community. So that when we came back to New York City, we were able to present in the Dance Gallery Festival. In New York City, there's such a hustle, and that isn't always conducive to creativity.
That's why I'm singing this old lonesome song.
And so to me, I could develop what I would develop in a month in New York City at CAS.
It's just such a spiritual experience seeing real art. It recharges your soul. It's something that when we have it in our lives, we somewhat take it for granted. But now when we're deprived of it, we realize how critical something like that is for us to live our lives fully.
As viewers for the world, art is cathartic. It's incredibly powerful. Art is able to access the emotions that sometimes it's very hard for us to fully grapple with.
We are thrilled that all of our exhibitions are free and open to the public. There is no reason there should be a barrier, especially one that is based on economics.